My name is Kris. I moved to this island 4 years ago to set up my investment company, CannonBall Invest, which has been operating everything from marketing companies to online tech companies to office facilities, and now moving into entertainment and hospitality. We've been operating for 4 years and has experienced great success by setting up in Malta. Before moving to Malta, I reviewed other countries as possible locations for relocate myself and my corporation, and Malta came out by far the most beneficial for me and for my companies to move to. One of them was obviously the language. The second one was the well connected. Malta is quite well connected with flights everywhere in Europe, more or less, on a daily basis. And lastly is obviously the weather and the local environment, which makes a massive reason why relocating in the first choice. The third reason being obviously the sea and the weather we have here in Malta. One of the fantastic benefits of working here in Malta is obviously the openness and the welcomeness that I felt when I just moved to the country. That there wasn't a way that the local community wasn't able or didn't want it to help to engage you in any ways. Where I experienced personally that the local community was very, very helpful and extremely interested in what we were doing and helping out in any ways that they could. So in that sense, obviously that emphasized our business structures and our business models on working more with local consultant companies than foreigners or foreign consultants and companies. One of the great things is obviously being here and living here. So the cost of living it doesn't come in the same sense as living in the south of France or in London or any other big capital around Europe. It's a wrong way to say save money, but you know you get more from what you invest or what you spend. But the quality of life, it's by far the most rewarding thing by staying here, which obviously you can't put a price on that. The reward of cost of life here it's much higher than you see other places in Europe. No, it's I mean obviously there's loads of benefits by setting up companies here. First of all, it's so easy to set up a company. Where you see other places around Europe, it's becoming very, very bureaucratic to open and operate a company. Where here locally, it's extremely easy from the second that you come up with the idea and you want to integrate it or actually put it to life. It takes you a matter of about days before you have everything in place and you're actually ready to operate. That's one of the great things, because you know the local community and the local scene emphasizes startups in that sense. First, when I moved here, there was a community around 448, if I remember correct, Danish people living on the island. And that number has grown by 5 times since I moved here in 4 years. So obviously our community and all the friends from the neighborhoods are growing, and we can see that this island just attracts more and more Scandinavians to the island constantly. And obviously that's something that we are very interested in trying to help out and emphasize that the local expat community is growing and helping in all senses that we can in that. To play hard and work hard here in Malta is very true. It's sometimes a bit too much play hard, but you can definitely do both. Everything is very close to each other, so you know the borderline of playing hard and working hard is very, very close to each other. So that sense, it's very, very true. It's very clear for me to see where this place is going and where Malta is going in general. Since I came 4 years ago, there has been constantly change, not only in infrastructure-wise, but in the community-wise, in an economical aspect, in a startup phase. Everything is like it's been in an ocean ground and now it's exploding. Where I see Malta being in 5 years' time, it's in a completely different place where it is today. I see it much more as an economic center for Europe. So for our companies to be in this center, in this devolving area, it's a very, very important part for us in part of our strategy for the next foreseen future. To put down Malta in a few words would be great weather, fantastic people and possibilities without borders.